fiquem em casa e peçam mais delivery e contem com o Dostavista para todo mundo ficar bem e essa fase do vírus passar e a gente poder ir para a rua de novo.
Hola, bienvenido a un nuevo video de Dostavista México. Como sabes, Dostavista es una empresa internacional que está presente en más de 11 países alrededor del mundo. En este video queremos entrevistar a Bruno S, que es Country Manager de Clickentregas. ¿Te gustaría saber cuál es la diferencia en las entregas que hace Brasil con México? ¿Y qué oportunidades y retos han tenido que superar? Quédate a ver el video y entérate de todo. ¿Qué tan diferente crees que es Brasil de México? Vamos a averiguarlo. Bruno!
Hey Ale, how are you?
Olá!
Como está? Está bem?
Eu estou bom.
E aí?
Muy bien.
I'm sorry I took so long.
You are super busy or what?
I'm not super busy. I just talk too much.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. Okay, so first of all, I would love if you could please tell us who you are, what is your name, what do you do in Clickentregas, and if you could please tell us a little bit about Clickentregas. So we start over there.
Okay. My name is Bruno. I'm 37 years old and I'm country manager for Brazil. At Clickentregas, which is a company a part of Dostavista group. And Clickentregas started operating here in Brazil in 2018. And I joined the company in February of 2019, exactly on February 4th. So I completed 2 years and a couple of months. We basically are a mobile tech company that puts together companies or people that want to make a delivery and couriers and other drivers who want to make that delivery come true. So basically we deliver stuff and it's been really nice so far.
Could you please remind us in which cities did you guys have Clickentregas?
Okay, we are officially operating in São Paulo and metropolitan region, Campinas, which is a city 1 hour and 20 minutes by driving from São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro and metropolitan region, Belo Horizonte, a metropolitan region, and Curitiba, which is also a capital from a southern state of Brazil.
Great. Please could you tell us what gives you more satisfaction of all the activities your job involved?
Wow, that's a difficult question actually. I get to be happy about the smallest things, I think. In the day-by-day basis, even considering route be completed without any problems or I don't know, but I would say the thing that makes me most happy is when clients give us a good feedback, like saying thank you, you help our business, or thank you, help me in a difficult situation, and so on.
Okay, great. What is the most interesting aspect of your job that not so much people know?
The most interesting thing about my job is that, to be honest with you, this is something that it's even hard for me to explain sometimes, is I do everything mostly inside the company. So I have to know a little bit about finance, I have to know a little bit about operations, I have to know a little bit about currency exchange, and it's really interesting when you transit inside all the company's department. But the most interesting thing that I think most people don't realize about my job is to establish a relationship with Russians. And due to we have so different culture and so different mindset sometimes. And this is kind of funny. And this is something that you learn through the time. And it's challenging sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
And even considering the time difference, because I don't know, I think in Mexico it's even more, but we have like 6-hour difference, and I have already done meetings 2 a.m. here in Brazil because it was 8 a.m. in Moscow and things had to be done.
Yeah. So, what would you say, or how does it feel to work in a startup?
I think we have a lot of great aspects about working in a startup. For instance, a very clear and a very intrinsic, I think, goal for everyone. Of course, is the company to build a body and, of course, making money and so on. But most of all is to actually change something that it was done the same way for so many years and so many times, which is deliveries. Actually deliveries is kind of commodity or something, because you just want to get one thing to a point A to a point B. But when you apply technology and a whole team behind it, it gets like a really war plan. So I think the most challenging thing is get something that is really ordinary during the day and make it a profitable company, and a company that can grow so many times as we have and as Dostavista have. And another good thing about working in a startup is the freedom you have. There are no people telling how you should do your job. You just have to be aware of where you are and where you want to go, and the way is on your responsibility, on your back. So it's really good, this freedom that we have. I often say to my team that I'm not going to be their nanny on telling what they should do first, and I just want to tell them where we are, where we're going to get to, and the way is on their way. And the thing is, I have been blessed by hiring so many good people that my job, maybe it's kind of easy. I think the biggest challenge is to make everything work together. Every people, every person has to be in mind. It has to bear the feeling, of course, of ownership, and most of all, the open-minded kind of concept that they can realize that things can change really fast. If on 1 week we are pursuing margin and so on, and then we have to focus on increasing the margin, for instance, and on another week we have to gather more clients, and for that we have to lower the prices, and one thing doesn't match with the other. So I would say the ability to adapt and to make sure you are still pursuing the same goal as you were in the beginning of the month, just changing some parameters. I think that's the most challenging situation, and the pandemic scenario that we are facing now are allowing us to actually not be at the office. So we can perform our jobs the same way, but we can be at the beach or at the mountains or on a countryside house or whatever. So this has proven to be really good for everyone.
Tell us 5 adjectives that comes to your mind when you are describing working in an international company?
I think the first word is that you have to be committed. And even considering that I am not sitting next to you to hear your calls, I'm not sitting next to you to take out a doubt or something, and you know what you have to do. I think everyone has to understand the business, perform their job a little bit better. Or third one is adaptability. As I said before, something might change and something will change. Actually, you have to be adaptable enough to see it happening and keeping the same path towards the goal. I think another thing is this is an adventure. And even for me, when I got to Clickentregas, we were 4 people, and now we are 78 in 2 years, and this is awesome. I mean, of course, I would back there. I have imagined the company growing this way, but when it happens, you become like really proud and really happy, and really happy about the people that you work with. And it comes down to the final word, and I think it's friendship, because I mean, we have to count on each other to make everything happen. And actually saying, I would like to run away from those traditional companies with departments and everyone does their part of the job, and
The scary part.
Yeah, and it's not the way it happens here.
And how has been the growth? Because you told us that first you had like 4 or 5 employees, and how was the change? How did you perceive this growth situation that Clickentregas has in 2 years? How would you describe it, or could you tell us the picture for us so we could understand the growing here?
Okay. Well, I think growth came naturally. And of course, when you think about a company and a business, as I was saying before, I strongly believe, and it's more than a good feeling, that there should be processes. So if there is a process well established and well known and acknowledged by everyone in the company, even if this process deals with 1 deal or 100 deals or 1,000 deals, is still the same process. And this is how we can scale things up. And we have had established very good processes, I think, internal process. Growth came naturally for people to be able to handle the process.
How do you see Clickentregas in 5 years from now?
Would like to see Clickentregas actually being able to perform like thousands and thousands of deliveries in at least 20 of those capitals in Brazil. And I would say in at least 2 more countries in South America.
That you would tell your 20-year-old Bruno?
Work better with people.
Just to end, I would love if you could tell us your best advice for entrepreneurs around the world. You know, as an international or global company, we are always seeking for the best practices over there. So I would love if you could tell us your best advice for this entrepreneur section.
Okay, let's see. I would say, first of all entrepreneurs are people like very dedicated and really hardcore, meaning that they would face everything and still stand up. I mean, resilience is everything. So don't take no for an answer and do what you believe. You don't necessarily have to do what you love, but you must really focus on doing a good job. I think that's, be resilient and stay focused. First of all, I really like Mexico and I really like working with you guys. And I know you can grow like really on a fast pace. And I would say that this experience on Clickentregas and on Dostavista, it's really nice for us to see that along the world that of course there are some people that we can connect and that have the same needs everywhere. So, I would just like everyone to use Dostavista, of course, at some point. If they have a business or whatever, just go to dostavista.mx, right? Subscribe in the channel, activate the ring, and that's it, I think. Thank you.